So we did our project on social isolation due to technology. So here's a few basic facts about social isolation. Social isolation refers to a complete or near complete lack of contact with people and society for members of social species. It is not the same as loneliness rooted in temporary lack of contact with other humans.
A study conducted by Harvard University found through fMRI scans that disclosing info about oneself on Facebook releases dopamine, which can cause attachment or addiction to the social media, which in turn can cause social isolation. Sure, social media allows us to connect with old friends, classmates, but when we become content with cyber interaction instead of face-to-face interaction, we have a higher chance of becoming socially isolated.
As of 2014, more than approximately 1.8 billion internet users have accessed social media, 170 million of which were located in the US. 73% of Americans have some sort of social networking account in 2015 compared to 24% in 2008.
The harms of social isolation may be greater than you think. In an experiment, isolated subjects had a 26% greater chance of dying, even when sex, age, and other factors of survival were accounted for.
Studies show that social isolation can cause a lack of affectionate physical contact, which is associated with a higher level of stress hormones and an increased risk of heart disease.
Yeah.
Hey Parker.
So,
What are you doing?
just playing some games.
Parker, you need to stop spending all your free time playing video games.
Yeah, alright. I'll hang out with you after this game's finished.
Alright. Bro, who are you? I thought you said you were gonna go hang out.
Yeah, I forgot I told my other friend I'd hang out with him.
Who?
Darth Killer 42. Johnny?
You were just playing games this whole time, weren't you?
Yeah, but yesterday I told Johnny, I'd play with him. Plus, I haven't played with him in forever.
Parker, you need to go out and have some real, interaction with your friends. It's important to have face-to-face interaction so you don't become so isolated.
I'm not isolated. I have plenty of friends, such as Johnny. I mean, I do get lonely sometimes because my real friends don't hang out with me, but it's not that bad.
You don't personally know these people. You just meet them on your computer games. They aren't truly your friends.
I don't need real friends to hang out with. I just need a computer and games, and I don't even need friends the rest of my life.
Parker, you may not realize it, but you're slowly isolating yourself from your friends and your family, and it's not healthy.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
Those who use the internet frequently, which is 31% of the US population, spend 70 minutes less interacting with family and 25 minutes less sleeping per day. 72% of US gamers report gaming online. This represents an increase of 5% among gamers in 2012. Some gamers even spend upwards of 40 hours per week playing online games, which takes away from other activities more important to a healthy social life.
Oh, look who's playing video games now, Dennis.
Hey guys, I gotta go.
Oh, shut up. This is way different than what you do.
How? It's still a video game.
Yeah, but I'm playing with people I know, like my friends from school, and we all work together to get to a certain goal, and we talk on Skype, and we use teamwork. You just play by yourself and with people you don't even actually know, and you just meet them through the game.
I interact with my online friends like the same way you do with your school friends.
Parker, you don't interact with them at all. You don't even talk to them while you play. Anyways, I rarely play while you play like 40 hours a week. I only play like 5.
So you aren't even interacting that much because you only play 5 hours a week?
Well, when I'm not playing, I'm out with my friends face to face, which is like real interaction. Like, you think you're interacting while you play, but it's not the quality interaction you get when you hang out with friends. You need to realize when enough is enough with video games and start to socialize more, or video games will become an unhealthy habit.
We're doing the same thing I'm doing.
Whatever.
Studies have shown that people who play online games while interacting with friends they know are less susceptible to social isolation compared to those who play with people they don't know or play by themselves. Games that require a group of people to work towards a collective goal are less likely to induce social isolation compared to games that don't require group interaction.
Why does Parker get so many likes on his Instagrams? This is ridiculous. I barely get any. Oh man, Parker's getting like tons of favorites on his tweets too. I barely get any. Wonder why. Man, why does Parker get so many happy birthday wishes? I barely got any. We have the same birthdays. Hey Parker, what's up?
Oh yeah, nothing much. Just hanging.
Where?
Yeah, I'm at a party right now. It's pretty loud. Sorry, can't talk.
Wait, can I come? Dang it, he hung up. I always see Parker and all his friends posting stuff on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. All I ever do is scroll through it and it makes me feel left out and more envious. The time people spend browsing social networks is mostly spent looking at the events of everyday lives of others instead of sharing our own. A study done by psychologist Hannah Krosnova concluded that this effect was a result of a phenomenon known as social comparison. Learning about the achievements of others makes us feel even more isolated when we don't have our own achievements to show for. Envy is one of the leading cases of social isolation, especially for those who use social networks passively. Those who do not message friends and just endlessly scroll through their feed and see others having fun, and also those who post and speak but do not get feedback also begin to develop feelings of isolation. Nearly 30% of reported cases of social isolation occur from jealousy and envy, and 26% from lack of feedback.
Hey son. Couldn't help but notice you haven't had any friends over or left the house in a while.
Yeah, I know. I don't really feel comfortable talking to people face to face. Like, not as comfortable as I do on Facebook.
That's not good. It's not a good habit to just talk to people online. You have to talk to them face to face to build intimate relationships. I recently read this article, and nowadays kids have access to all these different social media that allow you guys to stay connected, but more and more kids feel lonely and isolated. That shouldn't happen.
I'm not even lonely or isolated. I have like 4,000 Facebook friends.
Yeah, but you aren't close to any of them anymore. How about you invite your old friend Quinnell over, and I order you guys a pizza and a movie?
Nah, it's okay. I'm just gonna make a Twitter really quick and then probably take a nap. Maybe next week, Dad.
Dennis, you need to get out and hang out with your friends.
Nah, it's okay, Dad. I don't really even feel comfortable around them anymore. I'd rather just say what I need to say on Facebook or Twitter.
Alright, son.
Hey, Dad.
A survey taken in 2014 showed that 25% of Americans have no one they can turn to for advice or anyone that they can fully trust. And more than 50% say that they have no close friends outside their immediate family in comparison to 1985 when only 10% of people were isolated. Studies have shown that because current generations begin to use Facebook at such an early age, social skills picked up by face-to-face interaction are lacking. Studies also show that since we are a social species, we depend on actually hearing one another's voices and seeing facial expressions as well as body language in order to properly fulfill our need for social interaction. After tabulating our results from the survey given to various psychology classes, we create this bar graph to show our results. The number values on the left, we gave a point value to every answer on the survey, and the higher the score, the more susceptible one is to being socially isolated. And as you can see, we split it into less than 1 hour, 1 to 3 hours, 3 to 5 hours, and more than 5 hours. The blue graph is video games, and the orange graph is social media. And as you can see, just as we predicted, the more time one spends on either video games or social media, the more susceptible they become to becoming socially isolated.
We realized that correlation does not prove causation, but we found a positive correlation between the amount of time spent on social media and online games and feelings that can contribute to isolation.